I'm Max, I'm an illustrator and I am broke most of the time. What made me believe there's a shortage in everything. Shortage in money, but also in skills and time. But luckily, this book changed my mindset. I'm doing the Artist Way, a 12-week course that helped me get rid of my art block and find creativity all around me. And in this video, I want to tell you everything that I've learned about creative abundance, why I wasn't experiencing it before, and what helped me realize there is indeed a creative abundance all around me. This is the second video of a 3-part series about my experience with the Artist Way. In the first video I gave an introduction about this book and talked about finding the source of my art block, things I learned in the first 4 weeks of this course. And now we go further, but if you want to see part 1, there's a link in the description of this video, but also at the end of this video. You don't have to watch them in order, so let's dive in! To live in creative abundance, you have to know what you'd like to experience before you can figure out what keeps you from doing it. So answer this question: what would you do if it wasn't too crazy? Play drums, travel alone, paint with your body parts, whatever it is. Or answer the question: what would I do if it weren't too selfish? At the end, you have a list that shows you your passion, your wishes. Things on my list were singing in a band, making art prints, start a creative studio and making a podcast. So now I know what to do if it wasn't too crazy. But what makes me think this would be too crazy to do? Being a creative, and in my case a freelancer, means there is not a stable income stream. There are months that I make really good money and there are months that I'm pretty broke. And unfortunately, in the last few years, I was mostly broke. I've had many days that I wasn't sure if I could pay my rent or even groceries. To save money, I punished myself by staying home and doing nothing. Turned out this way I trained my brain there is a shortage of income and thereby a shortage of everything. You can imagine this is not the most inspirational way of living. To experience creative abundance, I had to change my mindset. I figured even if there is a shortage of money, I don't have to lock myself up. There is still a way to get inspired to go out without spending any money. This way you can experience abundance all around you. For example, I can go out for a walk, find myself some nature, or I could visit the library. That won't lead to shortage, but it will help me get into the creative flow. There are even things that I already paid for, like my membership to the fitness or my museum card. I made a list of things that made me feel rich when I do it, but I don't have to spend any money. Like singing, drawing, playing board games, go for a run. But my biggest love is being on my subboard. I got my sub 2 years ago from all my friends and family, and it's the best gift I have ever had. I love spending time on the water and exploring my own city. And I really wanted to do this in the dark. So for my artist date, I went supping in the dark. It was magical. I felt inspired, in love, amazed, and I felt rich. I felt abundance. All this time this was an option to do, but because I was punishing myself for being broke, I wasn't able to. There is something in our brain thinking that we cannot be a successful creative before we have the right knowledge or skills. And that keeps us from taking action and doing what we love. I would love to bring out art prints and I have this idea for many years. I also made art, so why are there no art prints? Well, I could think of countless reasons. First, I have to become better in art,
learn about art supplies, about the right tools, and then I need business skills and marketing skills before I can even sell my.
There are so many reasons why I'm not taking action. And they are all not really true. I could easily make art prints with the art that I make now. I could order some prints to see if I'm happy with the quality and people are interested in buying it. However, there is something in me that thinks it's wise to wait until I have the right skills. What leads to doing nothing and not getting the skills? As you can tell, I'm finally breaking this pattern and I'm finally making my first art prints. If you are interested, check out the link in the description of this video. What leads me to another insight, an insight about time. I spent a lot of time thinking I couldn't be an illustrator. I didn't even have the education, so did I even have the right to become one? Maybe you recognize this feeling. Or maybe you have this feeling you are too old to even start a new passion, to start with another job or a study. Maybe you recognize the feeling of being too late to become a comedian, a singer, a musician, and that's why you're not doing it. But is that really true? I feel like I lost a lot of time thinking this way, and that made me feel grief. Grief for a time that could be more inspiring, more fun, more productive. This book helped me to acknowledge this grief, to even make more time for this grief, but also to write down what I missed. So I will take action and make sure I will spend my future time as a creative person, following my passion. Abundance in creativity means also abundance in time. It's never too late to start with a new passion or learning a new skill. Living with the idea of shortage made me a hoarder. Not a hoarder like the documentaries, but I do hold on stuff that I really don't need anymore. Stuff from old projects, jobs I don't do anymore, books I've already read, cross stuff I don't use, things I kept for years, because when you live in shortage, it's all you have. But since I live in abundance now, I can let this feeling go. I can look at my stuff more realistic, realizing I don't really use that much. So it's time to let go and to give my stuff to people that will use it. So I gave my face paint, glitter and shiny fabrics to a friend that works in events. I donated some craft supplies and paint to the primary school where my roommate works. And I dumped all my books to a place where people can get them for free. It wasn't hard to let go of my stuff. Actually, it was a lot of fun to see that my old junk was new and inspiring for other people. This way I spread the feeling of abundance. This part of the book had the topic anger and grief. And as I told, I did felt some grief, but I didn't felt any anger. My focus was totally on all the abundance this book's telling me about. And feeling this shift from living in shortage to living in abundance really touched me. There were moments I was overwhelmed by the beauty of creation, the endless options life was giving me, and the new kind of freedom that I was feeling. And I am super excited what the future will hold. And I'm curious what you guys think about my new art print. In the meantime, I will finish my 12-week course and the last topic of this book called Increased Autonomy. If you like this video and help me grow my channel, please like and subscribe. Don't be shy to leave a comment, and if you like the first part of the Artist Way video, then click over here. The last part will come over here, but there are many videos to watch, so I will see you at the next one.